Yahoo!
Okay. Right. Okay, so this is the main menu screen, and got some interesting things on here. It has some collection of full PD games here. It's got the what Amiga World considers to be the top 100 Amiga games, regardless of platform, which, you know, whether it was CD32. This is a disc that's designed specifically for the CD32. It would work in a 1200 or a 4000 if they had a CD-ROM drive, I imagine. In fact, I'm running this on a terrible Fire 330. I'll have another video on that. Anyway, so, and then we have new and groovy. Who knows what that is? We have a welcome. Let's just start with the welcome. Optonica and Rave Nation. I'm curious about the Rave Nation. Let's go to welcome. Load it. It actually loads pretty fast. People, I've heard complain about the speed of these old CD-ROMs, but it's not having to load that much compared to how large things are today. Greeting readers, you're currently in possession of Amiga Power CD32 game disc, a valuable piece of limited edition plastic that, if stored in mint condition, will almost certainly attain antique status within the next decade. Wow. Okay, so here we are 26 years later. Anyhow, you probably fed up with the CDs promising you all new and exclusive demos. Yeah, actually, including this one. And featuring that much used Chaos Engine demo, which we're trying something different. With this one having held it to our beating hearts and make it intensely personal as we could. Rather than plucking a load of old tat off bulletin, we've packed in the disc with demos full of PD games that we actually play in the office. Also, plenty of demos, loads of top PD stuff, which, let's face it, is what every CD promises. We've also got the Amiga Power Interactive All-Time Top 100. So interactive, sort of interactive, all-time top 100. So they're qualifying the interactive part. Without going into too much technobabble, the Apsoi show lists what we reckon are the best 100 Amiga games of all time. Pretty much like the magazine. However, thanks to the near miracle of sort of interactive CD technology, you can click on each entry and get either some blurb or probably... I've had a look at them briefly, and believe me, they're mostly just the blurb. You'd think that they could even get a screenshot from some of these developers, but no. It doesn't automatically mean the full game's available on the CD32. Yeah. Try to list the ones that are, but could well have got bored halfway through. That's good. Questionable grammar. Sorry about that. Enjoy. All right, well, yeah. Okay, so back to the main menu. We've got the welcome we just did. We've got this Optonica. This is just a deal that the authoring company, the company that wrote the authoring software, or perhaps even authored it for them, this CD menu system. You know, the agreement was for them to advertise on the disc. So if you click that, it takes you to an advertising thing for Optonica. So you can have them make your next interactive CD. So that's kind of useless. But anyway, let's check this Rave Nation thing.
I'm scared. It's a skull. It's a skull. It's a skull. It's a skull. I'm scared. It's a skull. 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 I'm scared.
Bring me blood. Bring me blood.
I'm not that strong.
Okay, that face is kind of weird.
No way.
And
Bring me blood.
this looks like a top-down view of some gameplay. Just a screenshot, though. Okay, regular readers of Amiga Power will be well up on our in the style of section. Okay, so this is, yeah, I don't know who's watching this is going to really appreciate this fully. I certainly can't. Readers send in deep paint pictures of hilarious effect. Last month, though, Paul Hamilton of Exeter took a huge synaptic leap and sent us the Valhalla in the style of a dance music track. Okay, so that's what we're listening to now. Taking the samples from Vulcan's talkie adventure games, Valhalla Before the War and Valhalla and the Lord of Infinity, it certainly made us try. So maybe those are just screenshots from that game. So, yeah. Well, at the same time, not really prone to chuckle at this, but other than the fact that it's campy and silly, getting across the curiously illogical nature of both games, kudos to Paul, and also power-ups awarded to Vulcan for letting us air this to a larger audience.
Do you love me?
I'm not quite sure.
Do you love me?
Don't be silly.
Do you love me?
Smells like a drain. No way. It's a skull. It's a skull. It's a skull. It's a skull. I'm scared. It's a skull. It's a skull. It's a skull. It's a skull.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I've had enough of that.
Bring me wine.
Okay, so we're back on the main screen, and let's just check out the first item here, which is PD Games. Assume it'll just come up with a list. I think that's... Yeah, there's just like an intro card, and then it comes up with a list. Not the most impressive CD authoring I've ever seen. They even admit that in the introduction welcome message, that it's sort of interactive. Yeah, the cream of Amiga power cover discs and the newest PD games to hit the libraries. Click here. If they don't impress the heck out of you, you're either Deng Xiaoping, or dead, or both. All right. So we're just going to go through all of these real quick. So yeah, there's only A through T. So this is, I'm sure that there are other people who have played these online, so it's cool that that's the most useful, valuable part of this disc is the actual full games. Yeah, PD Games, full, firm, and fab. So let's go to the top 100. Amiga Power Interactive all-time top 100. Click on any list to get a bit of info and possibly just maybe a demo of the full game. You lucky, lucky people. Yeah, that was tongue-in-cheek for sure. Sensible Soccer. Well, there's a screenshot. That looks fairly sensible. Say something new about a game that's received awards and applause every format it's had. Grace visit. Yeah. Oh, the developer is sensible, or the publisher, I don't know which. Gravity Force 2. And these ones that say CD32 or CD32 special games. Oh, this one actually has a gameplay. Let's give it a shot. Freeware. So this wouldn't be a demo if it was freeware. You wouldn't bother to make a demo. Enter your name, player 1, barf. That sounds good to me. Player oh, can I only... It's a 2-player only game? Looks like it. Looks like I missed the boat on going to that. I think I'm gonna...
Bingo.
Bingo, huh?
Bingo.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Oh, that's a bingo, yep. Got a little too zealous there.
Bingo.
That's water, you can't go down there. There's no fire button, I mean...
Bingo.
Yeah, you definitely can't touch that. I don't even know where the fire button is. I was trying to... Mad Lamer. Okay. That looks interesting. I think I'm going to play that again later. I think it's worth pointing out that whenever you start a game on this disc, you can't get back to the main menu. Because there is not really a workbench running. One of the games let me exit the last one, but it just took me to a blank, like a blank desktop. Like not even the menu bar was up at top. So, you know, you have to reset the machine between games. So anyway, let's continue with the top 100. I'll skip this going through the menu in the future. So that was Gravity Force, Guardian, CD32 edition. Just a screenshot. There's this bit in Return of the Jedi quite near the end where the Millennium Falcon and chums attack the seemingly incomplete Death Star Mark II, only to be ambushed by thousands of TIE fighters. So, it's a, what do they call it? Vector graphics game? That's interesting. Get my thing over here. In case you want to. So they based it on the third movie, sort of. Although the A1200 version is identical game, true believers rely on the CD32's unrepentantly 70s cop show soundtrack to help them outthink the dread homing tanks of doom. They really had to go over the top with this magazine, didn't they? With this... Yeah, we all know what cannon fodder is. And it's really a shame that it's not on this disc. It's just a screenshot. It's one of the few games on this disc I actually know because cannon fodder dates back to my OCS, ECS Amiga days. Once AGA came around, I couldn't afford it. I was still in debt, I think, from purchasing computer equipment for my Amiga 2000. So this is Dyna Blaster. This game or a book could try to be listed as out of print. So you've got an Amiga and spy it in a secondhand shop. Check to make sure it's got a... Now I say funny thing is like, you know, after 25 years or 26 years or however long it's been after they made the CD, you know, some of the things are kind of funny or strange or ironic. Not two, but five players can lock horns in Dyna Blaster, making it essential to parties as a 2-liter bottle of Coke and a big bag of tortilla chips. Yeah, remember when that was a thing? I think it probably still is. All players start off in a maze, surrounded by fragile blocks. To get each other, they drop the bombs. Okay, so those of you who know this game know it. I don't. Yeah. It's like Bomberman or something. I don't know. Micro Machines. That's an ECS, OCS game. I used to have I've played this game for hours. Even more recently. It's just a top-down, cartoony toy car type racing game. Yeah. It's pretty cool because it has a sort of a career or campaign mode, and you know, you have to score so high in the races, and a lot of racing games after that were based upon that same type of. Monkey Island 1 and 2. We all know what Monkey Island is. Yeah. Syndicate. Probably one of my top 3 favorite games on Amiga. Just an incredible, incredible game. Some people say that violence in the media and video games leads to violence in real life. These people are completely wrong, of course, and are boring old duffers who resent the fact that we're young. Yeah, but we're not young anymore, are we, guys? Knights of the Sky. Not familiar with it. Yeah, any of these ones that say CD32, I don't really. Oh, that's cool. So it's a vector graphics, 3D, whatever you might call it, flying sim. Cuff the snotty-nosed kid punk jet jockey pilots on the back of their heads and tell them how real men used to duel in the clouds. They used to have creaky bi- and triplanes with engines so feeble that a steep climb would stall them. They flew in open cockpits and barely flinched. Yeah, they just ham it up there. I wonder if this description came from the publisher, or I think it came from Amiga Power, because these are their top 100. So they're kind of taking their reviews of the games and sticking them on this disc. Pinball Illusions. Like Pinball Fantasies, only with 3 tables. Oh, so it's, you get a variety. Oh, that's nice. Got some sexy girls there. And a cool dude. Oh, I think he had, did he have a nerd in his, yes he does. He's got a little nerd in the crook of his arm that he's beating up, that he's torturing. Not bad graphics-wise. Pretty sure that looks like an AGA game to me. Yeah, it's a CD32 title. Speedball 2. Now, that's old enough of a game for me to have played it. Yeah. Top-down soccer type game. Or football for the people in Europe. Sunday League football. Civilization. Of course, over here we use a Z, not an S. Yeah. The game with the broadest scope simply, I mean, this was a groundbreaking game. There's no denying it. So many sequels and other copies came after. A top-down or sometimes isometric strategy game. Should I really go through all these? I don't think I'll go through all of them. Anyway, The Settlers. That would have been another one of my top 5. I spent hours and hours playing that. That was a basically a real-time strategy game. And you started off with very little, and you had to build up your community, your town. Trying to fully describe the seller is like trying to knit a sumptuous sofa out of spaghetti. Yeah. F1, yeah, Dune 2. Everybody knows what Dune 2 is. That, I wasn't super into that game, but my friends, ooh boy. I mean, you can't help what you like. My friends would be playing that one for hours. My brother-in-law. Super Stardust. Yeah. Chaos Engine Defender. Now, is this an original? Yeah, it is. Arcade Perfect Defender. Head over heels. No second prize. So you'll have to take notes. Rainbow Islands, yeah. That was available on multiple platforms. People, yeah, that's a very well-known game. I never was into it, but yeah, you create rainbows and you can use them to jump on and get up to the higher levels. And K240. SimCity in space on asteroids. Oh, that looks interesting. I have to give that one a look. It looks like it can be done on an OCS, ECS Amiga, so I'm surprised I have not seen it before. Pinball Fantasies, there it is. SimCity, Exile. Excuse me. Asteroids. Sensible World of Soccer. So that was in here twice. Lamatron. So some of these are actually in the PD Games folder as well. So that makes sense. Gunship 2000! That's a helicopter game. Like a simulation, like you're inside the cockpit. Yeah. I remember that. Bloodnet Liberation, Banshee, Hired Guns. Yeah, Lotus 2. Oh yeah, Super Hang-On. Yep. Lemmings 2. Roadkill. See, there's 100 of these, and am I going to go through them all in a video? I don't think so. We just got started on them, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to do this because, geez. And how do I know even which ones? I'd have to go through every single one of them to see which ones are playable demos. Puckman, and that's probably a Pac-Man clone. I forget what that is. What is that? Yeah, that's a Pac-Man clone, of course. Change the name by one letter and get away with copying somebody. Bubba and Sticks. That sounds familiar. I think that's an AGA game, but yeah, AGA really they did have platformers that were pretty good graphics. So, Cannon Fodder 2. Same stuff as the first one, of course. Just more. Yeah, so that's that stuff. Another World. Oh. Hang on a second. These games were really hard, but man, did they impress me with their graphics. Yeah. Out of This World was the first game. Another World was the sequel. More of the same. It was basically a platformer, but it was a fidgety platformer, like Impossible Mission. It was quite like that, only it didn't take place exclusively in some kind of building or something like Impossible Mission. But you basically had kind of a clunky, laggy guy, and you had to time your jumps, and you had to hold the button in the D-pad in the direction you wanted him to run, or the joystick, and he would start running slowly and speed up. But the whole thing was kind of slow, and then it was really difficult. It took a lot of practice to get the timing right of the jumps that you had to make, or the rolls that you had to roll under stuff or whatever. But Another World, I think I enjoyed it more than Impossible Mission. It did come later, you know, out of this world as well. And the fact that you could have a gun, I don't believe Impossible Mission gave you a gun. You just had to do jumping and searching and stuff like that. So anyway, those are the top 100 Amiga Power games. So new and groovy, the one remaining thing. Let's see what that's all about. New and groovy playable demos. Ask any dude what's happening in the world of CD32, and the word on the street is that things are pretty quiet at the moment. Super Street Fighter 2 is allegedly a few months away. Theme Park's just out, and Putty Squad might just emerge soon, as they finally got around to finishing the console versions. So regardless of the big picture, here's what's been keeping us happy in the Amiga Power Towers recently. Just click to play. All right, so here's the demos. And when they said demos, I was thinking that it was, you know, like music videos that they used to do on the Amiga. Original music and original screenshots or even some video. But it's, am I playing yet? No.
No.
Oh, all right. Ow. Both my buttons do this. Oh gosh, I have to. It's a constant scroller. Yeah, points lost. Yeah, I'm not. I should be dead is what I should be. So if you. Oh boy. So how do I? Oh, okay, never mind. It'll scroll down with you. I thought it was one of those games that scrolled, and if you got stuck, it would never. You'd die if you hit the bottom of the screen. If the bottom of the screen came up. Oh, that magnet is annoying. Yeah. Anyway, so base jumpers, not a bad platformer. Oh, good. You do get to kill them when you jump on them. Points lost. What am I supposed to do? It is scrolling. Catch up. So it is some kind of a hybrid version of that. I mean, oh, I see. If I do that, it causes me to lose point. That's really weird. So I have to hit the switch over here, probably. Which I don't know how to do. To turn that thing off. Anyway. So, yeah. So we'll have to cut this and reset. Okay, so let's try Jet Strike. All these games are running fine on the 030. Of course, the CD32 has an 020, so, you know, it's not like trying to run an OCS game on an 030, which is often unsuccessful.
Right, Peter, this is AWACS. We have a possible contact on 059.
Roger, AWACS. They're moving into visual. AWACS. Aircraft is Raphael.
Flight leader, aircraft is stolen. It's a bad guy.
Roger, AWACS. Copy.
Okay. Hit the button. It was the afterburner, apparently. Daga et Blastium. I think we want to do practice. Seek out and destroy 3 SAM or AA gun sites. Mission bonus 1,000 points. Okay. Lots and trashed, huh? I don't know. So this looks like a trainer. That actually looks like, yeah. Doesn't matter.
This is control. You are clear to take
Oh no, I don't have to take off, do I? Okay. All right, so we got a picture of the developers, probably. That's pretty cheesy. That was it? What happened? So practice isn't really, yeah. Okay, so a snippet of a mission. SBUDD are building up a ground strike. Spud. Knock them out while they refuel. I'm gonna try another plane. I don't know if Spitfire. Okay, yeah.
This is control. You are clear to take off on 32. Thank you.
So pushing up reverses my flight. I hold down the button. Oh, I'm choosing a different, yeah, whatever. Okay, I gotta go all the way down here. So I held down and I was able to change my, oh, interesting, the shoulder buttons. Oh wow, the controls are, yeah. It's, you push up to go down and down to go up, which is fine, but it's a side scroller. It's a side scroller, but it has like simulator controls. Ooh boy. I can't do it. I can't do it. Alright, on to the next game. Okay, so Clockwiser. Let's see what's up with Clockwiser. A day in the life of a puzzle block. Is there no sound here, or? Sad? Is he sad? Is that? Yep, he's sad. He lost his friends. And so the lonely block continues on, having just lost his friends. And that was a bow, I believe. Alrighty then. How do you read that? Team Hoy? Team... This looks interesting. I don't hear any music from the musical maestro. Oh boy. I hate mouse controlled with... Don't have much of a choice here. What am I doing? I have no idea what I'm doing. It's just a game, but what do you do in the game? Hangman? Oh, I see. That's quitting the game. Why did the timer just start now? That button, the only button that does something is this button. And you can only draw one thing at a time. And those steel blocks obviously... Go back in time, go forward in time. I have no idea, guys. I do not know. I win! So it does have something to do with the clock. There's a timer or something. Yeah, well, that's it for that. You can play the demo, which is probably that animation. Preferences, whatever. Anyway, so let's go to the next one. Super skid marks. Yeah. We're loading. We're loading. We're loading. All right. Oh, and we were four-wheeled cows. Sure. Okay, this is, yeah, horrible controls, of course. This is just about impossible with this controller. It's too sensitive. Just when you thought that, you know, different skins for games and changing your avatar was something that only happened recently, we have skid marks with cows on wheels. This is absurd and just about impossible to control. Okay, let's see what it says on this billboard. A big moo to all Amiga power readers. Acid says, winners don't lose drugs or spill their chocolate milk. See README for more. Super skid marks. The final frontier. Okay.